Hi, welcome back. Welcome to Lipstick Life Lessons and Unfiltered Answers. I am Jess. Anyways, today we'll be talking about traveling with children. From road trips to staycations or out of the country, out of the state, flying wise versus on the road. I've done staycations. Me and a girlfriend, her family and mine, will get a room at the Princess here in Scottsdale, Arizona around Christmas. And it's really nice. I think it's nice and easy because, just pack whatever you need and you drive like 20 minutes from your house. And it's amazing. Like it has everything. For example, it has ice skating because it's around Christmas, right? Everything's so pretty. The lights are so beautiful. They have all this decorations. There's a train you can take and see all the lights. And they have like fire pits. You can roast marshmallows. They have food. They have treats. They just have a lot to do with kids. It's so much fun. So we do that with the kids. They love it. We'll stay there. I do enjoy doing those from time to time. It's definitely more affordable. So if you're on a budget, there's a lot of pretty cool hotels or little areas around close by. Look them up. Do some research. There's tons of places here that are close by, or small road trips. Like, let's say there's a couple little cities here like Sedona, Prescott, Flagstaff. There's just so many areas that you can just do like a little 2-hour trip here and stay there at a little hotel. And that's always nice too. And it's so short, 2-hour drive. So it's like, whatever, why not, right? Easier on the kids. You got to pack a little less. You don't got to worry about any of the hassles of actual big travel. But to be honest, I'd rather get out of the state. I don't enjoy doing the long trips. Like, let's say anything more than 2 hours, I don't like it. Okay, so even like if you go to California, that's like a 6-hour drive from here. It's still pretty short, but in reality, it's 6 hours. So it's a long trip compared to like if I fly there, it's only like a 45-minute flight. So for me, I'm like, hey, I'd rather do that anytime, Anytime, I'm all for it. I'd rather just fly it. So like, let's say, for example, I want to go to San Diego or Los Angeles. Yeah, it's like no more than 6 hours, maybe 6 hours. I think it's 6 hours. But I just don't like it. Like, one, I don't like it. Two, I feel like if we're going to stop and like stretch our legs, which is nice for some families, they can get down, they can stretch their legs. In my head, I'm thinking like, it's going to take me that much longer. See, because when I'm on a road trip, I'm thinking, okay, all right, I put in my GPS, right? And I'm like 6 hours. It's not bad. And then I'm like driving and then I look at my GPS. Okay, 5 hours and 30 minutes. I look at my GPS, 4 hours. Yay. And I look at my GPS, 3 hours and 59 minutes. And then I'll look at my GPS, 3 hours and 48 minutes. We're almost there. But I'm just like so impatient. I hate it. And if we want to stop and get a drink or someone wants to pee or you got to put gas, I feel like it takes so long that now all of a sudden my 6 hours are 6.5 hours or 7 hours. I just don't like it. I don't like those. Okay. It just feels so long and I don't like them. And I have to drive, so I don't like them. The kids aren't happy because it's so far and they're in a car and they can't even move because they're buckled in. So I don't like it as they don't like it. I try not to do many road trips, but we do sometimes. My husband, I think, rather do the road trips. I think he'd rather drive. But for me, I don't enjoy it. I'll go to Flagstaff because I go there often, but I'll go there to chill. And even then, I'm like 2 hours. And now I'm 45 minutes. Now I'm 30 minutes. Like, I am so impatient. And I feel like I try speeding a little. And I'm like, all right, I gotta slow down. And I'll speed and then I gotta slow down. And I'm just like horrible at road trips. So I'd rather just like book me a ticket, go and get my flight. And I'm so much happier that way. It's less tired. And I know you have to probably take the Uber to the airplane and then da-da-da-da, but still, I'd rather do that. I think it's like you're moving around and doing stuff, so it doesn't feel like 6-hour drive, right? But everyone's different. We do road trips from time to time. Some people are scared of flying, so do a road trip, you know? It is a lot more budgeting if you're a big family, like if you're a family of 6, you know, it gets expensive, so many flights. So for sure, I think the road trips are the way to go. Some people just like driving. So it's really, up to you, like what you like. I personally don't like it. We've traveled a lot with our kids, especially with our oldest. He's been to so many places. He's been to, Texas, California, Oregon, Florida. He's also been a lot out of the country. He's been to Mexico. He's been to Jamaica. He's been to Japan. He's been to Spain. He's been to Brazil. So he's been to a lot of places. So he's already used to traveling a lot. My younger kids now are definitely like starting to travel a lot too. They've been traveling since they were babies. Axel is still a baby. He's only 1, almost 2. So he'd be a toddler soon. But they've been traveling forever, so they are pretty good at traveling, but it's always hectic, right? So first, what I do for budgeting, because we are a family of 5, right now the Axel is still free. That's kind of nice. Like, he's a lab child. It's great. I don't have to pay for him other than the taxes. So one, all of us, we're all registered. I registered me, my husband, I registered my kids. So they're all accumulating points every time we're traveling, right? So that's great, because then you get some free travel. Second, I do budget. Like, I first get my flight. Well, first I research places. I research how long it's gonna take, because I also don't want to be there forever. If we're going out of the country, I'll research like the gaps, like the layovers, see how long it's gonna take us to do a layover. Is it enough for us to stretch our legs, grab some food? Are we gonna be running from, one area to another, which sucks, because then if you will miss the flight and you're going outside the country, it's hell. It happened to us in Japan. Here's the thing. My husband probably is like, whatever. But here's the thing. So on our way back from Japan, we had like a 30-minute gap, something really small. And I'm always the one that's directing where we're going, what's the place, and so on, right? And for one, we'll follow my husband. He takes us to the wrong terminal, and we had to go all the way back. It was horrible. We missed our flight, and then it was hours before we could get back in. It was one of the worst things ever. It was so annoying because we were already tired and exhausted, but whatever. That whole experience of missing a flight kind of sucks. So now I kind of look to make sure that we have like some wiggle time, stretchy eating. That way the kids can kind of like, here we go again. So I do look at all that. I always research to make sure it's a family-friendly place, as well as my hotel, and make sure my hotel is close to everything I want to do. Maybe not everything I want to do, because, things are all over the place, but enough entertainment that I can go and come as I please a couple of days, because if the kids are tired, or if the kids, whatever the case is, if they want to go take a nap, we're literally walking distance, right? And it's nice to just walk. I can just throw everything in my stroller and I'm set. After I do my research, I book my flight. I make sure the flight kind of goes either with the kids' nap, or when the kids are already tired, do like a very late one. Not too late, because I don't want them to be grumpy while we're getting there, but enough where they can like loosen up, walk around, do some things before we get on the flight, and then maybe have another hour in the flight and then pass out. That's the goal, right? But in reality, nothing happens the way you plan. Everything is just great, right? Like my hair. Everything's just crazy. Nothing ever happens the way you want it to. So just depending, when I travel far, like if I'm gone for a week, depending on how old my kids are. So I always take a backpack, a carry-on. And I put empty sippy cups. I always do 4, 2 for each child. In case one of them gets lost or 2 will get lost, I have extras. I always take 4 sippy cups and they're empty. And then I also take containers empty already. Depending on the age. When they were younger and there was only certain things they can have and you wouldn't find them at the airport, then I would already pack everything and have everything ready like in an extra bag, so I can just put that bag aside and they can just check on security and make it go faster. Because when they have to take everything out of your bag and they have to look through it, it's just way longer. Now that they're older and they're toddlers, so that I don't have to wait at security, I literally pack all my things empty. Then when we get to the airport, once we pass security, then we load them up with stuff. We'll go to the store, that way they can walk around a little. We'll pack them up with snacks. I also pack at least 5 entertainment stuff. So I'll do like a coloring book, and then I'll do like those plastic sticky like stickers that are like see-through, and then you can put them on the window. So I'll do those because that entertains them for a little while. And they have like a book that already you can stick it to them, like stick over. So that's always nice. They really like that. And then I'll either do a toy. Obviously, I carry their iPads. Don't forget to download things you need to be downloaded because it just makes it easier. Obviously, you get to watch things on the fly, but in case of anything, make your life easier. Download some stuff your kids like, and you're set. I do try to take a couple of entertaining things because those kids go through things like this. They get bored. My kids are really good on watching their YouTube or their cartoons like with no volume. So I don't have to worry so much about the earphones. They don't really care for them. I'd rather them watch it with no volume, but I will carry them if needed. And sometimes I don't carry them because then it's just a lot more stuff I'm carrying. And still try to carry as less as I can because I'm also carrying one's potty training, but the other one isn't. So I got to carry extra undies, and then I got to carry extra diapers, and then I got to carry 2 sets of clothes because you never know. Explosive diarrhea, and then all of a sudden we got to change the diaper, and then changing the diaper in the flight totally sucks. You're squeezed in there, you got to put the thing down, or you're just trying to it's a mess. And I also always carry little bags, like the little doggy bags, because you don't want to make the bathroom stinky. That bathroom's like this, right? But I mean, I don't. It sucks. When I get to the airport, I make sure I'll change diapers, whatever needs to be done, right? Other than getting snacks. So that's why I'm there a little earlier, but not too early. Enough time to change diapers, get snacks, walk around a little, and then time to get on the plane. I know some people like to get there a little earlier, and then they just kind of like to let the kids kind of let loose. Nah. I don't want to be following my kids around. There's 2 of them and they're crazy. So, no thank you. Literally check in my bag, go through security comfortably, grab snacks, bathroom breaks. That's all I need time for. Which still sounds like a lot. Make sure I do all that, and then let's go. And sometimes, even when your kids are good, like last time we went to Ocean City, first of all, my kids will try to stay up as long as they can. I finally had the bed Axel to sleep, right? Finally had him sleep. And then I gave him to my husband once my son, Jesse, was ready to pass out, right? I was like, okay. Because then now Jesse wants to come towards me. Now it kind of sucks because he wants me to carry him, but unfortunately I've gotten in trouble so many times for taking them out of their seats without their seatbelt. So I've learned to just loosen it up so big enough for him to not realize he has it, so he can kind of lay down and then put his head on top of me or partial of his body, and then I'll tie him up once he's asleep. And sometimes it's not even your kid. Sometimes it's the kid 2 rows ahead of you that keeps freaking crying, and now your kids are waking up, and now your kid's crying, and then your kid's so good they'll go back to sleep. And then the freaking kid again starts crying again. And I'm just like, didn't you bring a lollipop for your kid? Or what is it? Do you want one of my sippy cups? Do you want some snacks? What do you want? I got them all. Because I know it's hard to travel with kids. So you definitely have to be as prepared as you can. You can never have too much of anything. No too much entertaining. You cannot have too much of snacks. You cannot have too much of nothing. So I do pack I do pack and I pack well. And my suitcase even looks worse, right? Because I have a whole lot of diapers in there. I always pack extra. I know I can buy some there, but in my defense, once those diapers are out of my suitcase, because they will be getting used, you know, I have place to put stuff that I shop for. So now all those diapers are gone and now I have room for shopping. I also always carry, there's like a lay-on thing for when you're changing your kids, and then they're like trashable. Like it's like this plastic thing, you put it on the bottom, then you change your kid, and then that can just be trash. That way there's any accidents or anything leaking or whatever, you're covered, and it just trash. And it's nice because in case there's other stuff on those, you don't want your kid's butt to touch or whatever. Especially on the airplane, it's so tiny. So I carry a lot of those as well. I carry a lot of snacks, both on my carry-on and my big suitcase. I carry extra clothes, both on my carry-on and my suitcase. On my suitcase, I'll probably just do one extra, maybe, maybe two, because I already have one on my carry-on that's extra, one for each. And then my suitcase, I'll do maybe like one more. And I figure like that worst case, then I can buy them something. They're not very, they are very dirty kids, but not like very dirty kids. We're like, I gotta make sure I got extra clothes, right? I'll be okay without taking extra clothes. I just do it because that's just what I do. I like to make sure I don't get myself into a pickle. So that's probably like the hardest thing because you have so much to pack. Your bag's heavy. You have so much to pack that it's just a lot of work. But if you plan ahead and you're doing it ahead of time, then it's not too much to worry about. Then also, I do have a badass fucking stroller. My stroller gets long and I can throw the suitcase in the middle, and I think it's it carries up to over 200 pounds or something. So it's amazing. The suitcase and the kids can go on the stroller and it's a lot easier. There's times that we haven't taken a stroller and it kind of sucks. I feel like the strollers are always a must for us. It's just easier. Even though sometimes our kids want to throw fits and they want us to just carry them everywhere. Especially Jesse. Jesse always wants me to carry him. He doesn't always want to go on the stroller and forget about it, right? So he's like, man, and it's just tiring because he thinks he weighs 5 pounds, and in reality he weighs 40 pounds, and I'm just a tiny little person, no muscles. I'm just little. He should be carrying me, if anything, But whatever. I do it anyways. I carry him anyways. So I think those are the hardest things in the airplane when you're traveling is when your kid's asleep. It also happened when we went to Brazil with little Eddie. It was probably around two, maybe 2.5. And we had a big ass layover because the flight got delayed, and you know how sucky that is when you're traveling with kids. He did very good in the airport on the layover. He was playing with another little girl, and they were just playing, hanging out. And he was just so tired. Eventually, he had just fallen asleep. It had been a very long flight and a very long layover. I had just put him to sleep. I was carrying him because I got in the flight, and then I sat with them, and then what happened is that they made me put him on his seat and buckle him. Oh gosh, he was crying like he was about to kill someone. He was just crying so bad. And eventually he fell back asleep, thank God. But in reality, when they cry, even if it's for 5 minutes, it feels like for 5 hours. Not only for you, but I'm assuming for everyone around you, right? So that kind of sucks. Then people stare, but honestly, I've gotten to the point where I don't really care when people stare. I'm they're kids, and it is what it is. You want to fight? Let's go. I don't know what to tell you, but my kids are my kids, and for the most part, 99% of the time, they're pretty fucking really good kids. So I'm not gonna yell at them because you're a fucking douchebag. Sorry. So if you want to be rude, then we'll fight. Just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding. It never happened, so. But yeah, that's probably the hardest thing is when they're falling asleep or they don't want to be buckled. And, they get to that point where they don't really want to be buckled at this age. It kind of sucks. But other than that, they're pretty good travelers. So I'm really, really, really blessed. And they have been traveling like their whole life. So I think that's another reason that they're pretty good at it. And obviously, they have their days, right? Sometimes they just suck. Life's the worst for them, and they're just so miserable. And then if they're miserable, you're miserable. And if they're miserable and you're miserable, then the whole flight is miserable. That's never happened, but I'm saying other kids. So gotta be prepared for everything. But bring lollipops. They say it's good for the pops in their ears, so that's good. There's another crying kid. Maybe you can offer it to them, like check it out. Look out here. You know. If we rent a car, it depends if there's like places where like it's easier for us to drive, right? Like we went to Ocean City, we rented a car, and now it already comes with a car seat, so it's easy. Just get the car, load everything up, and it's a little easier. But like, let's say, for example, when we went to Spain, we did not rent a car. The hotel picked us up. They drove us there, and then everything's very close by. So for the most part, we just walked around, which I love. I love cities to visit that I can walk, that I'm like walking and I'm just enjoying the time, That's the most enjoyable because I just throw the kids in the strollers and let's go, And then I also make sure that my hotel, like I mentioned before, I'm very like specific on where we stay. I want to stay in a place that I can get out and walk around. I can make sure like if my son needs to go take a nap or whatever the case is, if there's a big accident, I need to go change it or whatever, and I can just go back to the hotel and back and forth. My husband, as well, like sometimes he has to stay in a little longer at the hotel because he has to work and cancel his deadlines and stuff like that. And so like what happens is that it's nice for us to just come back whenever he's ready, or if the kids are wanting a nap, and they can just stay with them, and then I can have my little alone with my oldest or by myself, and I can go shopping here and there or whatever. My husband is a little more laid back when we travel. So that's kind of nice because I'm able to go do things on my own sometimes, and I enjoy that a lot because I like to shop. And with my kids, shopping just makes it so much harder. I guess that's a positive thing if my kids are with me because then I'm not shopping that much. I do also take them to the toy stores when we're out there. I look for toy stores and grab some toys because then that way they have something to get entertained, something new to get entertained with, while I'm having a nice dinner. And we like our nice dinners. We're a big steak family. We love to have a nice steak at a nice restaurant, want wine, and like have the kids eat their food. They also like steaks, and that's something that I can't go wrong with. Like if they have steak and french fries, like they're set, right? I don't have to worry about what menu or whatever. Like they'll just, all of us love it. I go to the store, buy some stuff to get entertained, and then come. Most part, like our restaurants are pretty okay behave. I mean, sometimes, yeah, obviously, kids are kids. You never know what you're getting. But for the most part, they are very entertained. And when they are very entertained, then that makes it easier because then we can eat in nice places and we can enjoy both. I also always look for like malls and like parks. And like I said, I always make sure that it's like a safe place where I'm not going to have to be worried about my kids. Especially out of the country, right? You just feel a little less secure with your children because you don't really know the country, so it's just nicer to like research the area a little bit if they're family oriented, and if it is cool, where are the places the children can go, and I research all that stuff, and that way the kids can go to the park, just kind of let loose. And I like doing things like that. Not in a lot of places you just allow them to run, so then we'll go to like the malls, and then they can at least like walk a little more, run a little more, and just have a little more of the, their free souls just be like, freedom, because they love that, they love being free, that's for sure. So that's pretty much like how I go based on like my travels. Like I make sure that we're all set and we're all comfortable, and I always make sure that the hotel we're staying at has room service, which is why I prefer staying at a hotel than an Airbnb. Even though we stay at a hotel, we do look at the closest convenience store. We like for convenience store to be there because we always like stock up on like snacks, milk, like whatever these kids are eating or drinking or are obsessed with at the time. We want to make sure that we have that in the room so it just makes it easier for us. Even now that I just went to Texas with my oldest, like there was a convenience store like literally like 5 minutes away, And he had me because he's so lazy. Had me back and going, getting some chips and his sodas and snacks, So like he had his little stash as well, like in the room. So that's always nice. In case you forget anything for the kids, it's just nice to have everything there. Always a plus when you have a convenience store close by. So here's the thing. One of my favorite places to travel, honestly, was like Japan with kids. Okay. So if you really want to do an out of the country like trip, I'd recommend it because Tokyo is like a whole different thing. Like they just have that. I was only traveling with one small child, and that was Jesse. He was a lot younger, maybe one. I didn't have Vive at the time yet. It was just him, and then of course Eddie, right? But Eddie's so used to traveling that I feel like it's just so cute. They have Tokyo and Disney, which is great. Then they also have a bunch of just like shiny stuff, right? So they're like everywhere, and everything you see is like an adventure to them. What I loved about Japan is that they're just very attentive when you're there with your family. At least for us, I felt like we had like VA. It was really, really nice. So if there's anywhere that I would recommend, it would definitely be Japan. It was easy, and there's a lot of places, like a lot of pretty parks that they can just run. And it's so safe over there. Like we were seeing the little kids, like I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, like walking to school and taking the big like city bus. I was like, it was amazing and the cutest little thing ever. Like I'm not even kidding you. I was just so impressed by that. So it just makes you feel a little safer. You're in another country, you don't speak the language, but it feels okay. It feels right. So we really liked that. I don't remember about the flight. I think Jesse was a little on the grumpier side. That was more of my fault, but that's for another day. And we'll talk about that. He was a little on the grumpier side, and finally he fell asleep. My poor sweet boy. Everyone was always so friendly, and everyone was always so nice. I wasn't too worried about it. Another place that I really liked was the Bahamas with kids because we stayed at the Atlantis Hotel, and it's amazing for kids. Even though we went there when Eddie was 5, that was his 5th birthday present. He asked to go there, so we took him there, and there's this water slide that's all he wanted to go, but he was too little still. He couldn't ride the slide. He was absolutely not happy about it. So that was really fun just because, he doesn't remember anymore because it was so long ago. And he's like, oh, we got to go again, Mom. And I'm like, ugh, I didn't really care for the food. I love to travel and eat. That's like my favorite thing. I want to eat. I want to try everything. I want to try that. I want to try this. I want to, what's that? Let's try that. Like, I am all like, feed me all these new things. And if I love the food, then I'm going to want to go back. If I didn't, then I want to just move forward and not talk about it again. That's how I felt about the Bahamas. Even though the oceans were beautiful, people were very nice, I didn't care for the food. I did like the rum though. They had this amazing coconut rum. I wish I would have brought more than one bottle. Anyways, back to the hotel. They have an aquarium there, and they had so many entertaining for Eddie. There was so much to do. They had like a kids club, so it was great. I really liked that. That was fun. Yeah, we've traveled to so many places, but I think Tokyo has been one of my favorites so far. It was nice to be able to do that, and hopefully at some point we'll do it again. We'll see. And I didn't feel like, okay, I hate traveling where I can't communicate. That's just me. Which is another reason why I really like Spain, because I'm able to speak Spanish, and I'm like, hey, I fit in, hola, But Tokyo, I didn't feel like, I felt fine. I felt welcome. Everybody speaks English for the most part, and it was great. Brazil, I think it was so hard for me to communicate. It is hard to travel with kids, sometimes they can just be little jerks, and you never know what kind of mood they're going to be in. Obviously, like I said, I go with whatever the kids want, up to them, whatever they want to do. I'm just here to try to make it a peaceful trip. And it was great. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But for the most part, like out of the country, I always travel with my husband because, makes me feel a little more protected. And not only that, it's a lot more help. And with the two little ones, it's nice to have obviously another adult there to help with the kids. Take a lot of pictures, right? I know the kids are young, they might not remember, but they can see the pictures, and those are just beautiful memories you're gonna have with them. They're eventually gonna be older, and eventually they're gonna be adults, and you have all those cute little memories, their little walks, little tantrums, all their emotions they go through when they travel. At the end of the day, it's nice to have. I do it because you don't know how much time you have here with your kids. I mean, today you might be here, tomorrow you might not. Grab your phone and enjoy it. Like, enjoy them. And if you're as crazy as me, print it all out, put it in an album. I mean, now it's easier. Now you can just put them on an app. That's what I do now. And then they'll just send me the album already done. It's wonderful. But I love it. I do it with my camera roll. It's great. Like, for example, when I went to Texas not too long ago, my aunt, right? I went to go see my aunt, and she busted out like her photo albums and like, oh, here. And it was just nice to see because I haven't been in her life for quite a while. And it was nice to just see all her memories that I have missed, memories that I wasn't even around. Like, I saw her wedding pictures and I wasn't born yet, unfortunately for them. My sisters were. So I got to see all my sisters young and little. And it was like literally black and white pictures. It was really cute to feel that and see her memories and see her young. I hope my kids will continue it. They probably won't because they're all boys, and boys tend to not do those kind of things. But who knows? Maybe they will. We'll see how long they stay in the generation. Like I said, kids are unpredictable. They do whatever they want. So we will see. Just enjoy it. Take those pictures because, they're probably not going to remember, but at least they can see them in pictures. I also print them a lot, and I put them, not all of them, but like the really nice ones or the really special ones, I'll print them and like I'll put them all in my house and frames. Like, my house is full of pictures. I love it. I love seeing all those memories. It's wonderful. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the moment. But and I'm glad like my kids like to eat too, because when I travel, I love to like this the sweet. And little like Eddie has never been like a sweet, like he's never like a lot of sweets, right? He's so weird. But this one, oh my god, they eat all my stuff, which it was nice when little Eddie was young because he was just like, he wouldn't eat my chocolates, he wouldn't eat any of my yummy stuff because he was like, oh no. And this one, though, like I have to hide it from them, right? Because they're gone. So, but it's nice because when we travel, like someone else will want to go try that big donut, or someone else is gonna want to try that cake. Ooh, fudge place, yeah, let's do this. Ooh, a candy store, let's do this. So like, they get to pick out with me, and those are the kind of memories I like. I try to make it as easy as possible for myself when I travel. So I do book everything ahead. I look to make sure I have everything around me that I need, if I'm able to book a car, it's easier for me. It's going to be easier to rent a car than we do that. But that's how I feel, whether I fly out or I'm doing a road trip or I'm doing a staycation. Like, the more you're prepared, the more things you have for your kids, the happier they are. What they need is options, right? If you want to travel with your kids, make it happen. If you're single and want to travel with your kids, make it happen. Whatever's easier for you, you just got to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, like, it's not even just about our kids, right? Like, it's also about us, right? Like, if we all know what we can handle, we all know what we cannot handle, we all know what we want to handle. And when it comes with kids, then we want to know what positions we want to put ourselves in. Sometimes you don't want to do a 13-hour flight, then don't, because it could be hectic, and you could have a really good, easygoing flight if you book it under, nap time, like especially if your kids like on point, right? Mine's aren't, but I have a pretty good idea of when they're going to be down for a nap or where they're going to go to sleep. So like, I schedule times based on that, but sometimes you don't know. So if you know you cannot handle your kid acting like a jerk on the flight, then maybe do a road trip. If you think that's easier for you, why not do a road trip? I think road trips are fun too. it's just like I said, you could either stop in between if it's too long, or if you're okay with that, or if you're okay driving at night, then they can just sleep through the whole thing. I don't like driving all night. Everything just looks funky, and I feel less safe. I mean, I can do it, but I prefer not to. It just really depends on you. I don't know what you think you can handle, but what you want to handle, how you want, because we all know how difficult we can be as grown-ups. I mean, imagine kids, so sometimes we don't eat at a certain time. I mean, I never eat because I'm so freaking busy. But like if the kids don't eat by a certain time, they're hungry, they're grumpy, whatever. My husband's the same. Like, he's more on a schedule than any of us. We have like a crazy schedule because we're just, like I said, I go with the flow. I just go with whatever my kids want. And, being able to work from home and be an entrepreneur, I kind of have that flexibility. That's why I do it, right? I'm able to just go with the flow too. My husband has more of a strict schedule. So if he likes to eat at certain times, then if he's unhappy, then I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy, the kids are unhappy. If any of us are unhappy, then we're all unhappy. So it's just nice to make sure that we're all happy together as much as we can, and sometimes this doesn't happen. Jesse was throwing a fit. He wanted me to carry him. He wanted to take a nap, but he didn't want to go on the stroller. He made me carry him, and then it started raining on us. I love the rain, so it's like the whole time I'm carrying my child with me because the little jerk wants mama to carry him. So it's nice to have my husband there because my husband is stronger. It's just easier. And if I travel with the family, if you want to invite more people, that's always great because then you have other people to help. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be back watching for 2 minutes. Just kidding. Then I'll come back to the next day. Not just kidding. But it's always nice because then the kids are entertained with the other kids. We all know our kids, so we know what's easier for them. We know what don't. We know what they can handle. We know what we don't want to deal with when it comes to our kids. So I think when preparing what you want to do, just make sure that your kids are up for it because they're fucking crazy and traveling is hard, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth every second if you're able to travel with your kids while they're young and start building those memories. Honestly, I was reading somewhere, I don't know if it's true, I don't care if it's true, but I was reading somewhere that it's better for your kids to miss school for a travel experience, that they get more out of it than having we're always missing, not a lot, judge me, but we always missing school, maybe 1 or 2 days when we do our big travel. I mean, it sucks. My kid gets extra work, but in reality, he loves it. So what you can do, right? You can't have it all. Well, we might be able to have it all. It's worth trying. Don't go and travel and only do things that you're gonna want to do it, and not what your kids do. They're not gonna be happy. They're just gonna be like, nope, not today, mother. Today you suffer. And they're very good at doing that. Make sure there's enough activities for them to do, and everyone's just happy. So I do prefer flying other than road trips, but I would do both. Just like my son loves to road trips, and I've done a couple of road trips just because he loves to go a road trip. And I think it's also nice too if you're able to divide your travels with each one of them. You have the flexibility of maybe going one day with one son and then maybe going with another kid or whatever the case is. I think that's really nice because then you get one-on-one with them and then you can really concentrate on the trip. Even if it's for 2 days, I did a trip with my oldest and it was just nice. Whatever he wanted to do, if he wanted to go back to relax, we'd go back and relax. If he wanted to go to stores, I'll take him. If he wanted to visit family, we took him there. I really just went with the flow. It was nice. It was nice for him to experience where mama grew up, her little hometown. It was nice to do the one trip with him. So I think if you're able to do that, you should do that too. Because being able to just focus on one child on the trip was amazing, So I am very grateful that we got to do that. Yeah, travel with your kids. Take a moment to put everything else aside and just focus on them and enjoy it. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy. People might stare. Who cares? Fuck them all. And who cares? Probably not going to fucking see them again anyway. So screw it. If you're upset that my kid's crying, I don't even know your name, bitch. Bye. Kidding. But who cares? Who cares? But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you had fun and you have any questions or anything, whatever comes to your mind. I am here to answer as much as I can or to say as much as I say. I am an open book for the most part. So have a good day.